Birtir to mud, Anand.
You're different from the other.
Different.
Well,
You others. When we don't dance, I am a gatherer.
what can you tell me about...
Our rituals. I am not a denegad. Why you bother me? Go and bother
What can you tell me about
the beliefs of the village. Our beliefs are the same. We believe in the rain that in the beast. I do not know what
Tell me about the missionaries.
When they came, they spoke about, said that nature was just... These men know nothing. She sniffed around. I was told that she must be careful.
This question will seem strange to you. A dark...
No.
I must leave now. Anything new?
No. Perhaps you should talk to them.
I managed to exchange a few words.
And did they tell you anything?
I know a little more. It is certainly different from the luminous faith. Yet there is something one of the villagers that spoke...
I think I know of whom you speak. He often sneaks out of the village. I tried to get into his hut.
Then we should give it a try.
That man was looking uneasy. He must be hiding something. Maybe in his house.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
We could break one of his pots. That would keep him busy. Or we could ask for help.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to be fast, and it will only work once.
Do you want something?
Might I ask you,
More.
if we could avoid...
Very well.
What can you tell me about I spoke to him.
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light is a man of few words, but he is devoted. He is a gatherer, but everyone, the next servant of the...
Where does this man live?
Down there.
I would like...
What? Why would you?
I really need to go inside.
This request is that we must prove that these people of Teleme will...
And be respectful of what you...
Oi! Toiges! Radayam Redit Quad!
Masks often allow their wearers to intimidate those who do not belong to their group.
This is just a mask they wear in battle to intimidate their enemies, nothing more.
This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This sort of offering and its seals resembles nothing that we call upon in our rituals. I have never seen anything like it. It is a troubling sight.
This painting is frightening, evoking war, a massacre, a bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
I do not believe for 1 second in those demons, but seeing these adornments... This man must be involved in some sordid matters.
We should go tell Sister Ephesia about it. She will have some advice for us. Did you learn anything?
No.
I was able to...
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things.
By the Enlightened. Finally, the proof they cannot perform their heat. And I'm certain that it's where I fail to find where he goes.
I shall try.
Thank you for your help.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him. Perhaps we could hide and wait here. Then...
You should wake up. Our target is here.
He must have gone through this door made out of roots. What's happening? You were...
In a way, I saw men.
Do tell.
I was this tree. And the heavens caught fire several times. Sinister warmth took hold. Life left me. In spite of this, I continued. And at the very heart of my being, I felt this. Then the vision dissipated. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed... Here. This looks like a snowflake. Snow, the drawing on this stone represents lightning. This stone bears the image of a storm. Or perhaps the wind. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must... The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? On this stone, the sun is visible. This stone has an image of the moon. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Repeat to us precisely what you saw and do not omit a single detail.
I was this tree. And I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this.
You did it right. By awakening these stones in the right order, the door opened.
Quiet!
Close duis, atudayam kanadedole, tadulan vrandi, alauneles agen ole vei. Closi garamam italami olflinau ich egrem. Closi kadem tayentis olarabeni aol slai. Fanqua sakengedem fradema digalem. Linquid winterbo so galansani. Tugombenis gremos nigawi. Renkasie krimaderem denegao edent. Flos duis, arujekt nes diri.
Lois des Raman ades Gideon, Arenta. Esfarnu fradi, Damagengadan, Yadiga Ladandian. Esfarnu fradi, Dawid Gaishidon. Agesfarnu fradi, Dawid Gremosanagui.
What a strange ritual. I have never seen anything like it. The rituals of my village are not quite as scary.
In any case, Teleme's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Donegat who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Dedra.
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary. Was the apparition we witnessed?
What is clear is these priests know nothing.
The ritual. As you can see, my companion is not. Please share your knowledge with us.
Very well. The ritual you saw, our people have always lived. She talks to us and takes on confronting the threat that the Renoixi make.
Can we contact them?
What you witnessed was not, but if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces. Pass the mountains and head to the swamps. Though what you will hear... What do you seek?
I need to be going.
Quawalem seg.
An astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the Sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
Welcome to Eden.
Thank you.
And I am Father
The Mother Cardinal has...
That's excellent. If you want to learn more about these tablets, she supervises the theater. You should find her a bit further.
Who are the suspects?
The heretical brutes. They must have wanted to please the...
How could they have learned...
Perhaps the demons are giving them... They are so...
I must leave you.
May the enlightened...
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence. Hello. Can I ask you...
Of course.
I talked to Father Justinius.
Indeed.
I imagine that some...
Of course. We took... If I remember correctly...
Where were the tablets then?
We were keeping them in one of... But first, we wanted... You can go and take a look in the shack.
Whom do you suspect?
Some settlers may have... Or it could have been venged.
Well...
I am the one who should be...
The Mother Cardinal told me that this... Are you one of the theologians?
Yes. And then I...
What was the reaction?
Most of them were... They were afraid. And there were even more I suppose they thought we would
Were there any confrontations?
Yes. The Inquisition, but we stood...
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings.
I'm Brother Virgil.
Have you been in Eden for...
2 months, approximately. I joined Sister... We arrived straight, but once we were here...
We must...
You talked about a mission with the natives.
I may be under the command of... Our mission is to banish the island belongs to Saint Matthias.
You have a very... How are your relations?
When I arrived, but they were very reluctant. Our attempts, eventually, the warriors. And it has proved nothing. I would like to go back to...
Of course. I will leave you to your...
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder, then we must find them. Without them, all our research to trace the life...
Hello, brother.
Oh.
According to your colleague...
Indeed.
Do you think the culprit...
Well, since none of us did it, and the natives knew of the existence...
They are the ones who...
Well, we can... Some...
What can you tell me about that?
No, nothing in particular.
Someone had to enter...
I have no idea.
Do you suspect...
Not really.
Well...
Of course. All that matters to us...
Well, thank you.
As you wish. There were witnesses to the...
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias to keep rummaging.
I will leave you to your work. father.
I'm glad
Tell me about how you...
we did not. The islanders, we saw it. And everything, so we'd
Why share this village?
to replicate. If he came by living,
How well do you get along?
very well.
Left.
Oh, to other villages, I am some of their legends.
And how well have neighbors...
With some there are still, but the other villages.
There are no...
Perfect harmony takes time, but in the meantime, nobody thought we could live.
I must leave you.
May the enlightened.
Hello. Oi,
Hello.
there are on Olmen. What do you want from?
I have heard a lot of things about this village.
Oh.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème and how you...
The priests were roaming around. They were asking questions. One morning, they were building houses.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you.
As long as we refused to listen. So, we let them talk. Some of the things they say are beautiful.
One of the theologians told...
They wanted to find tracks. Our Donegad did not want to. But since they violently...
What happened to your warriors?
They did not accept the presence of the priest. They even asked Deirdre. Did she? So, the priests Koi asked for peace. And
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
no.
Your opportunity...
For the Renaig say to but men.
I have to go.
Like.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There's only one entrance, and the door...
This priest, Virgil, so that the...
It's very likely that that's... It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the...
You think that the one...
We know that this theft could be an... They must still have allies in the village. He will certainly know who's close to the...
You have returned.
I think I know who stole...
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village... They must have taken the tablet.
You may be wrong.
You do well to tell me what... Once the priests have reached the same...
You're probably right. I do not want to I think the name of the woman you are...
If she's helping the priests...
Her son is one of the... If you go talk to her, please.
I have no intention of hurting her. I have to go.
Lo.
Greetings.
Bird here to...
What can you tell me about Le?
He is a man of peace, but I think the mind shakers made he almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the...
No.
There's no point in denying it.
If you know that, then you know...
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème, so if you do not want your son to...
Bran, if you want to take the tablets away from them, wouldn't please...
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is return to Eden. What are you doing here?
I was worried for my...
I think so.
I am glad to hear that he needs to stop.
That would indeed be why. I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them.
I am curious to know who...
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have...
Your indulgence honors you, but...
Had you respect, you settled here without even asking those who lived here for them, instead of talking about harmony.
But that is precisely what we desire more. We'll make sure to improve things. I would be most grateful.
I might come back at some point.
Naturally.
Actually, I must go back to my...
Your next expedition.
Our brave researchers must continue to follow. In the meantime, here, take...
Thank you. I hope...
Desade, I can't wait to find it. I could probably go alone. Don't you want to?
You were right, Afra.
Thank you, Desade. Our new friends will surely...
We are happy to see you again.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you.
Of course.
When we participated...
And you want to see it? It is a very sacred.
That's right.
If someone finds out that we have helped,
Dunkus will never do so.
you're probably...
Look for the entrance, but you will have to discover...
Thank you, Morian.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
This stone and this door remind me of the place with the...
You're right.
But we don't know...
Desade, can I do any?
I must leave you.
If this savage spoke the truth, we'll be rich soon. I don't like the thought of staying... Hey! What are you...
We could ask you the...
Except we found... So I suggest...
Listen, we didn't mean to bother, but perhaps you could tell us...
We also are...
Really?
Yeah. We manage the kind of place where the natives...
And how do you plan on entering?
Well, with enough explosives...
I see. Very simple.
He didn't really have the time. Anyway, now that...
Listen, I don't want to... When the Islanders clan notices, you can imagine what will happen.
Yeah. With the time, it'll... Never mind, guys!
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge. There. Place...
It seems like this paint...
Yes. The character at the center...
The location looks like the stone... The character has changed.
You're right. Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the Islanders.
Esco halen, esco valg med agengus elergem.
Mach, es vogel.
Cairto.
Cauden es gretacum. Abudan tadabum.
It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now.
The paintings in the cave. It is obvious that they depict... It is by pouring their blood on...
I'm not...
And yet it's clear to see... There must be some sort of contaminant. The only way to verify this theory is to...
How will we know?
Duncan said it would take place. And they will most likely need some prep... What do you say?
I hope that Dunkus will not...
Let's take some time to rest.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency.
What's going on?
After deciphering the content of the but they must have encountered he most likely came to seek help.
I am not a doctor.
Oh, please do. And the healer we sent for will certainly...
This man is burning up with fever.
The flesh is black and blue. What he needs is an ant.
Have you tried giving him...
Of course, but to know...
No.
Why, of course. There are some rare animals there, and their venom...
We could ask Lair. He will...
On Almana, I heard.
Did Vindwal...
Yes, and you proved me.
I need your advice.
I heard.
He has all the... He must have been bitten by...
So, you, alas, are done.
Thank you. I have to go.
Like.
Here you are again.
What can you tell me?
He is about Oi Olmo.
I have come to ask for your help.
I do know a few of them.
One of the researchers came back...
And now he has the Llewellyn fever.
Do you know which
Yes. These priests, you. So, I will give you... Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Where am I?
You're in Eden.
The swamp is so hostile.
What caused these...
A nightmarish. A colleague and I had left. I managed to run away.
Show me the location of your...
There. Please.
Thank you.
have to die in the name...
Hey, what's happening here?
Your Excellency, I'm so...
How did you manage to find her?
Brother Fidelis managed to...
But he didn't leave alone.
He must be dead, like our other... This is yet more proof.
Maybe you should calm down.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for... Our people are disappearing.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably... We have made incredible discoveries.
You are beyond redemption. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency...
How charming.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forget ever since we arrived...
Before anything else,
What would you like to know?
Brother Fidelis told me that several...
Yes, 3 more of our colleagues. I made a mistake. I should...
And no one has searched.
I wanted us to search for them, but some, along with lack of preparation...
And by someone, I suppose...
Indeed.
For what reason were you...
The expedition itself, for him, our discoveries in Eden was... According to him, we should never have continued.
Were they also...
Without a doubt. The handwriting... But what really angers our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information.
Of course, that's understandable.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Brother Fidelis told me that...
They did not go missing. And let's not forget this. We can feel their presence.
That's strange.
There aren't any. And they have better things to do than...
Those savages. We will not be safe.
I see.
So we can die as well.
Can you explain to me what...
The reason for it is very... The discoveries made in each... She organized this expedition, and now she's accepting as fact.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, but their content, I am certain that the natives...
How would they have done that?
They must have been helped by an
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. Even if you think they are dead, we have...
Well, but I would not get my hope to get there. Take the...
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
If that were the case, there would be other marks of impact on his body. No. He was struck with an object to the back of the head. Given the shape of the wound, it was inflicted with a metal mace.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals.
Indeed, he was devoured, but he was already dead. There is a mark here, on the bones, that could only have resulted from the strike of a cutting weapon.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals.
Indeed, he was devoured, but he was already dead. There is a mark here, on the bones, that could only have resulted from the strike of a cutting weapon.
You're right. Anyone could have used such a blade.
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn.
Hold on. Do you see these iridescent marks on his skin? They look like the marks that the priest's spells leave on their victims. I've seen them many times before.
But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaise are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all costs. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation. Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency!
Indeed. I regret to say that they are...
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her...
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this.
The savages!
Watch your tongue, priest. Only the Renaide...
Who else could it?
Someone who desperately...
Fine. You unmasked. The Ordo Luminis sent me to ensure that the discoveries of the inscriptions on the tablets are ahead. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that? But even then, foolish you, without realizing that our entire...
I understand that you might want to protect your nation.
Come now. Well, you cannot make me believe that since you want to avoid using violence, my colleagues and I know how to sort...
This Renaigse, the priests would have wanted to punish them.
It seems to me that all members of this Everybody listen.
How awful. What happened?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed. Your colleagues were murdered.
What?
Brother Virgil.
Monster!
You stupid goose. You shouldn't have been so quick and want to reveal them for all to...
How dare you present...
found the Dara Grimaterendan!
The enlightened guides his own.
I'm sorry, sister.
The coward.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed it, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring...
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days. Here. Take this.
Alas.
We will have to go back to Eden as...
Were you hoping to discover...
Of course. The last tablets speak, but even if Virgil is no...
We could go there for you if you wish.
That would be marvelous. I think I noticed a part... Perhaps you will be lucky.
Don't worry.
What a strange party we have here.
Good day.
You? So it is possible to...
They think that certain clans... We carried out our investigation, and the clues have led us to find...
There sense. A man from your island came... He had a small party of...
A lion?
Our coat of arms.
They set up a camp near here and...
Do you know where?
It was my memory. But it wasn't far. Ah! They were asking...
A fresco. It represents a beast of the marshes. A red serpent. The image is fading. I can't see much of anything. A fresco in various yellow hues. It represents a sort of insect.
These men have been dead for years. They must be the... ones the old man was talking about.
Probably. You can still discern the crest of the Alliance on this doublet. Let's search the area. There might still be something interesting.
do you want?
I found this note. It speaks of a ritual.
A ritual?
But for me, it would be...
There, do you see those drums over there?
Awaken the...
Oh, and that's not...
Quench a stone.
But you're still here.
We found the camp.
I told you.
Many died.
Too bad. The marshes.
That doesn't seem to...
Fradigi. But you're still here.
How do you play the drum?
Oh, that's easy. You need only...
That's not...
Come now.
I'm listening.
Each drum, but you're still here.
How do you play the drum?
Oh, that's... You need only respect the natural order.
That's not...
Come now. Come now.
I'm listening.
Each drum, but you're still here.
Quench a stone.
Water trickles on the stone.
This note I found explains... Is that what must be...
Oh, yes, but you're still here.
Nothing. Evidently, we made a mistake at some point. Something's appeared over there. It seems as if it's some type of altar. It looks like an altar. What is this?
You knew her, old man?
May the earth swallow you, but in all, he will chase you all.
Calm down.
Siora, what is he talking about?
I believe he is furious because he knew the Nadai. It was a Donegad who received...
Are you saying that
Yes, like you and me. As for your other question.
Fascinating. But what is this?
Enough to think that this being wants to...
And why is that? Why would...
I don't know, Siora. But we need to learn more.
If their so-called saint lived around here, he must have looked for a sheltered area.
And it does not look happy to see us.
Found the Dara Grimaderanjar! Watch out! Grenade! Look at this cave. It is a good place for an old man to settle.
Indeed, there are some traces of life here. But we will have to...
This is a cave of knowledge, or at least it looks like one. The old man must have been exceptional to be able to live in such a place.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest, getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias, praying to Enon Milfrichteman. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duistad en on mil frichtemen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon mil frichtemen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him. It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent.
I seem to recall that their saint is often described as using a similar object.
I do not know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of the same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
Oh, I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada. So that's what it was. The priest's old... And yet, it could bring...
Why is he not depicted?
It was a very long time.
I wonder what I should do. Eugenia probably didn't imagine... As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong.
The great revelation that will change mentality. I think you already know which side.
I already took... If I change my mind, I'm afraid that I'll think about it on the way there.
So?
We discovered a cave that was mostly natives, who had obviously...
And have you found traces of our holy founder?
There were also frescoes on this...
Frescoes?
He was shown having his face painted by...
You can't be serious.
That is what emerges from our finding. Look.
This chaplet. Excuse me. You must come with me. You realize, so far, anyone who wants...
And you think that this...
We have solid proof.
I see.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil?
I'm afraid that your ex...
We were informed. We demand that you hand them...
How can you even suggest the destruction...
Out of love for our dogma. But since you refuse to...
Death to the head...
Do you think you can press a woman of faith? I cannot believe that I just fought the fact that the Inquisition...
We would do well to hasten to... Even if these men...
You are right. There is a risk that...
And I could bring Petrus with me.
That would be most helpful. In any case, we must... I will study the tablets, and I will meet you at the palace.
Understood. Eminence,
Lady de Sardet.
I must leave you.
Naturally.
Excuse me.
I am a healer.
My cousin.
Well, that's terribly sad.
Alas, no.
Now that's a true...
Cecilius, have you not been blessed by the Illuminated? Without them, who knows?
Petrus, very good. I'll go to... But do not feed on vain...
1,000 thanks.
May the Illuminated go with... I will pray that you find...
I have not lost hope.
How can you believe that this Cecilius will be able to do anything? Miracles are nothing but superstitions.
Come closer. Because your healers can cure the Malachor? Excellent news.
All I'm hoping for is that he'll manage to give my cousin some time. And some respite while we look for an antidote.
Halt! No.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find... Greetings.
I imagine...
In Babuza. I was honored by your visit. Please come back whenever
else! No one answered!
Come closer! Come closer! All my wares are in the vanguard. Come closer! Come closer! All my wares are in the vanguard of progress.
Brutes?
Come now. Our people require that, but an accident is quicking.
I do not know what these brutes...
Well...
You need to leave...
Is that so?
Protect me in this battle!
What a terrible... I don't know where they wanted to take me.
I'm happy to have been...
Are you in need of a doctor?
Indeed.
But you still hope. I came here because I had hoped to never see a case.
Your experience...
You hope that a few days can bring you what you are extreme. I would like nothing more than to... Not after your intervention back there. I shall leave immediately for news. That's all that I'm in...
Thank you, Doctor.
I'm afraid our search for this doctor was nothing but a waste of time. What can she even do for Constantine anyway, besides prescribe some bloodlettings?
As if your healer's prayers were more effective.
A miracle is still possible, but you need to have faith. Something that is completely foreign to you.
Enough. We must find a way to heal Constantine. And your quarrels are not helping. We can only hope that she will manage to alleviate his condition. Your Eminence.
Lady de Sade.
What will become of the...
Domitius will be sent back to the mainland. The Ordo Luminous says we need the Inquisitors.
You seem to know Father Petr.
Do I frighten?
Calm. In keys.
Who are the...
This and...
I must leave you.
Naturally. Ah, Your Excellency. We were eagerly awaiting your arrival. Sister Eugenia was...
These relics shed a new... It all demonstrates that he hadn't merging the cult of the...
These discoveries, if they can... But they also represent... We must first verify their... Could what you have witnessed...
The entrance to the cave was protected. These guardians usually protect... I had to kill this beast. The cavern we discovered is low. It contains some ruined... Fraudsters would inevitably have left. We discovered ancient... They represent Saint Matthias without... In one, he is praying for the... I understand how shocking these discoveries...
The tablets found at the site, he simply saw it as two...
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency. The political and religious... And who is to say that this is not...
It seems that you only... By integrating some of... You could build an alliance with...
It is a good argument, Your Excellency.
Your Eminence. It seems to me that our discoveries are above all... Taleme says to follow the path of Saint Matthias.
You are not wrong. Who are we to...
Your Eminence. We are... He prays and Saint Matthias shows us a...
You surprise me, Petrus. Yet your words seems...
What we have discovered is real. The very idea of concealing it...
Interesting remark. Does anyone wish...
I understand your doubts about the future. You hesitate just as yet in the end he revealed what he knew.
Thank you for your testimony. After careful consideration, it will take years for our theologians, but our dogma must follow the path...
Thank you, Your Eminence.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I look forward to worshipping at the place. As for you, Your Excellency, your sincere insight...
It was my pleasure.
Let's...
Quest! Get out! Who do you think you are to foil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden,
It is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself, and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desarde. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
This man with you, he is one of the mind shakers. One who attempts to turn our village.
I am not a mind shaker. A missionary. But I am indeed a priest of Thélème. And I assure you I have no intention of attempting to convert you.
Really? Those who claim to belong to the Lloyd spend their time bothering us, and here you are.
I had no knowledge of their presence here. I am only here to accompany my young friend.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness. The Malikor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
The symptoms of its victims start with severe headaches and nausea. Their blood becomes effectively darker and more viscous. The veins become visible. In the end, the victim weakens and dies. We have not, as of yet, found a treatment.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tien, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave. I must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would...
And it was also at that time...
There are many wounded.
I can try and talk sense into the missioner. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will...
Our master hunter.
Very well. I'll take care of it.
Do not worry. If you...
Let's go and see this master hunter. He should be able to tell us more about these attacks.